Tonight we are breaking down Chrome Alone 2. I'm going to tell you everything I liked about it and some things I didn't like. And I'll give you my final verdict later in the show. So buckle up. I'm driving into the studio right now. So hold on to your shells. It's going to be a fun night, Mutation Nation. Let's go! Let's go! Welcome to My Ninja Turtles channel. It's 9 p.m. in New York City, the Big Apple. And this is the Ninja Turtles Show. How the shell are you? Your weekly live stream every Turtle Tuesday. Can you believe it? We're here again. Another Turtle Tuesday. Everybody's in the chat. Thank you all for joining me, of course. We are celebrating. And of course, here on My Ninja Turtles channel, on the Ninja Turtles Show, we talk about everything. Old turtles, new turtles, comics, TV shows, video games, whatever the shell we want. And of course, tonight is no exception. We're going to be talking about the TMNT short film, Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey. And we're having a fun time. Played before the SpongeBob movie. Any SpongeBob fans out there? Any Chrome Alone 2 fans out there? You're all welcome. It's going to be another fun Tuesday night. We're typing a T in the chat. T for Turtles. And T for thank you for joining me, of course. Even Shaq is typing a T. Everybody's typing a T. Can you believe it? The whole gang is here. Wow. What an event. What a production this is. Can you believe it? Thank you again for joining me. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe here on YouTube. Follow along, and of course on Rumble as well, an alternative video platform. I've had a few videos taken down on YouTube that might still be up there. So if you're missing out, check it out. And of course, follow along on Twitter at my TMNT channel, posting it up there. I saw the other day I've posted like 1,300 tweets. I think I've had the account for about 4 years. 1,300 tweets or so. I think I try to post about once a day. Not too much. Honestly, I don't want to bore you with all the minutia of all my thoughts. But third week in a row, I think, I'm doing a live stream. I'm trying to get back in the hang of things. Third week in a row. We're back in the groove. We're back in the grind. And of course, last week, I also released a video on Saturday. I have a few Saturdays under my belt as well. Uploading with a little bit of regularity. It's tough to do. It's tough to get in the swing of things again. It's a little bit of a workload, but uploaded a video last week about the 2012 Ninja Turtles, about Raphael specifically. And it's a short video. It's only a minute long. That's how I was able to crank it out. Don't do one of these 30-minute epic documentary, fully produced. I'll crank out a 1-minute video once a week. It's about all I can handle, honestly. It's a lot of work. But 2012 show, I miss it. It's been off the air for like almost 10 years now, which is tough to believe. But we didn't know how good we had it. The 2012 show is so good. And I just did a video about the little detail, Raph's shell, his cracked shell, the chip on his shoulder. Little interesting video, 1 minute long. Check it out if you didn't already. Good video. Sometimes a 1-minute video, it's all you need. So moving on. Tonight, we're talking about Chrome Alone 2. Oh, before we get into it, happy birthday to Peter Laird. It's Peter Laird's birthday today. We're giving him a round of applause. We're doing a T for Peter Laird. T for Turtles, of course. And thank you to Peter Laird for creating the Ninja Turtles. It's his birthday, so we're celebrating that, of course. And that's a quick little celebration for Peter Laird. A happy birthday to Peter Laird. He created the Turtles, and we're celebrating him. So I wanted to talk about Chrome Alone 2. Recently I've been talking about how the state of the sewer, the state of the union with the Turtles, what is going on with the Turtles. And it's not looking good. They're on a downward trajectory. Mutant Mayhem didn't make as much money as Out of the Shadows. TV shows are getting shorter with each successive iteration of the Turtles. Less and less episodes, less seasons, being canceled midway through. Not a good sign, unfortunately. And it reflects even in just like, a little fan poll. 100 people polled which decade of Ninja Turtles is the best. Only 3% of people said the current decade is the best. Not a good sign. And I asked which is the worst. And of course, 79% of people said the current decade is the worst. So it's not just me. I'm not just blackpilling here. It is roughly the general consensus that things aren't looking so hot. And it's reflected in the business decisions they've been making as well. Tales of the Turtles canceled. Playmates toy line canceled. Comic book loses 200,000 orders in a year. Loses 200,000. So things aren't going well. And I wanted to talk about Chrome Alone 2. This is one of these current projects that probably turns people off. This isn't pulling a lot of people in. I can tell you that. They aired this short before the SpongeBob movie. Did you guys see any SpongeBob fans out there? Did you guys see the movie? By the way, the SpongeBob movie didn't do great. It did pretty good. It made like a little over double its money back or something, but it wasn't like a huge hit. I think it was originally going to be straight to TV or straight to streaming, but then they put it in theaters. But it didn't do great. But everyone got to see the Chrome Alone 2 short. It was like a holiday short. The movie came out right around Christmas. And right off the bat, the title, Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey, the title was a turnoff for me. I'm just going to break it down, starting from the title. This is the first thing we learned, Chrome Alone 2. A little too long of a title as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey. Those are 3 separate titles altogether. Couldn't it have just been Chrome Alone? You can get the pun, and it's a little funny, the Home Alone reference, Chrome Alone, little funny, really not that funny though. And the short is up on Paramount Plus now, I forgot to mention. And the plot of the movie has nothing to do with Home Alone. There's, the turtles don't get forgotten on vacation. They're not at a hotel. Has nothing to do with Macaulay Culkin. Good call, Mega Man. But, oh, Sammy, you love Tales of Ninja Turtles. Well, I'm sorry. It got canceled then if you're enjoying that. But, so the plot, nothing to do with it. And there's no Chrome Alone 1. On top of it all, there was no Chrome Alone 1. It just skips to Chrome Alone 2 for the little Lost in New Jersey instead of Lost in New York joke. And it's a little confusing for people that aren't aware of what's going on. They're going to be a little confused by that. So I don't know. I just don't understand the point of the joke. I know it's supposed to be a joke, but I just don't understand what's funny about it. Or it's just kind of like some words that kind of sound the same. Cash Cruise, never seen it. I have Paramount Plus for free. Nice. Well, I do recommend seeing it. It's only 5 minutes long, and it's at Christmas time. The guys are shopping for some gifts, and they get into some mischief. And they never say Christmas in the actual short. They say they're holiday shopping. And the Ninja Turtles celebrate Christmas in the early comics, in a bunch of the different TV shows. It's like a thing that they do. They celebrate Christmas. It's part of the Ninja Turtles lore. Some of the earliest and best issues feature the Ninja Turtles celebrating Christmas. They occurred at Christmas time, like the Leonardo Mirage Micro and issue 10 of the original Mirage comics. They occur at Christmas time. So that was something that they missed out on. Tapping into the Christmas spirit, not the holiday spirit. There's a difference. And I got to say, the animation, unnecessarily great. The animation is really good. Got to give them, I'm ripping on the title. Got to give them some kudos. The animation, these people are obviously talented that are making it. The visual effects, the visual aspect of the short, very interesting. The sketchy design is very interesting. It's undeniable. But some points in the short, there's a little too much going on. It's like you can tell these animators are really talented and they're trying to show off all their skills. They're trying to showcase everything they can do. And it just doesn't serve the shot sometimes. Like it starts off with the turtles just walking down the street and the camera's panning and it's moving and it's rotating and zooming in. But the turtles are just like walking down the street in street clothes, holding shopping bags. So they're very talented. They're like underused. It looks great in the action scenes, but some of the other earlier scenes were a little busy when they're just walking around. And of course, the short film. By the way, I'm getting into spoilers here for anybody that hasn't seen it, but it's 5 minutes long. You're not missing out on too much. They posted it on the TMNT Reddit a while back. I saw that. But there's an obvious message in the short. At a certain point, they're going against a evil toy company whose initials are AI, and it's obviously an allegory for AI. And Raphael yells, "AI sucks." So, in case somehow you couldn't pick up on the message, they just yell the message. They just yell the moral halfway through the short. It's very overt. I felt it wasn't clever at all. I thought, if you want to include a moral, that's fine, but find a nuanced way, finesse it in there, tell a story that just showcases the moral. You don't need to flat out say the moral. Like in a TV show or movie when they say the name of the TV show or movie. Because I'm the Family Guy. But that was a real turnoff to me. And it just seemed like it was whiny. It seemed like bad writing 101. Did Shakespeare ever include any overt, explicit political morals in Romeo and Juliet? I think it was just a well-written story, and that's why people are still talking about it 500 years later, or whenever Shakespeare was, 200 years ago. You know, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Get ice out of here, Romeo! It just doesn't work. Would a rose smell as sweet? I don't like Trump! It doesn't work. You know, was Tolkien doing that? Frodo Baggins talking about the One Ring and all that, including modern topical political issues? L. Frank Baum. It just seems a little tacky, and it makes it disposable. It makes it seem so petty. I don't know. And is AI so bad? I mean, the generative image stuff, you know, I understand why people don't like it and all that, but the whole point of the short was just to include their modern political agenda. It wasn't to tell an entertaining story. You know, it's they put the message in front of the story. The point of the thing was the message. AI sucks. The whole short led up to this moment. It was built around this moment of Raph yelling, AI sucks. It's what it's felt like. That's what it felt like. But I was rolling my eyes like Raph when I heard this. I thought, what is going on here? I was rolling my eyes and groaning. I thought, oh no, this is a little silly, isn't it? But I just didn't understand that. So modern art nowadays, current art coming out of Hollywood, music, TV, news, advertisements, games, they're really insistent on including their political agenda. And it's not even in like a really complicated way. They just blatantly say things. They just start yelling slogans at you and platitudes halfway through a comic book or a short film. And I just didn't understand that. It just seemed a little bit petty. It just seemed so strange. It's a 5-minute short, and they couldn't go 5 minutes without blurting out some political message. I don't like Trump. We get it. I don't like AI. Okay. You know, then it's fine. But, I don't know. It seems just so annoying. I thought, I don't know, AI is kind of cool. I can't draw or anything. If I can generate a picture and tell a story with some AI generated pictures, that's cool. That's one more story in the world. I thought we did it for the love of the story, not for the paycheck. I don't know. But, you know, I saw all these recently. There's been a bunch of ICE stuff going on, a bunch of immigration stuff, a bunch of people on two opposite sides of an immigration debate here in the United States. And I've seen all this stuff posted online recently. Just the Punisher supports trans rights. These people have to tie politics into their entertainment. They're just like drawn to it. And it's so weird to project your politics into cartoon characters. And these people with their little drawings and stuff, some of them are fan art, some of this is official art. And it's just like they can't help but intertwine the two things, even though they shouldn't be intertwined. People watch entertainment to escape from this kind of stuff. People just want to be entertained. They don't want to be lectured or shown propaganda or really shown like violence. This is from an official TMNT artist. This is from Chris Allen, who did the TMNT Adventures run from Archie in the early 90s. And of course, he's an official artist. I don't know if this was a commission or if he was just having fun, but it just seems a little silly. Jim Lawson as well, doing a Ninja Turtle punching Trump. Oh, I hate him so bad, I'm going to draw a picture. It just seems a little impotent, doesn't it? I mean, he's like in his 50s or 60s. Oh, I'd like to punch him. Really? I don't know. It just seems a little strange and like hateful. It's like a weird veiled threat. But, of course, I saw all these ice drawings over the past few days. Wolverine, F ice! F ice! Hey, bro, F ice! Really cool. Really tough. And very articulate as well. Great choice of words. I'm sure the Beanmouth kids from Gravity Falls would, karate kick a ICE agent in the back, apparently. So I just find all this stuff strange. I would never express myself like this through a cartoon character. With like weird political beliefs. I don't know. It just seems so strange to put this stuff out there. And it's just so hateful. And it's just like, it's just so cringe. Even people like these dinosaurs and so, the Triceratops would hate Ice Officer. And of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course, the Sonic the Hedgehog fans, they seem to be the tip of the spear of the weird autism fan spectrum. I think Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know how they pulled ahead of Bronies. in terms of weirdness. But of course, Sonic the Hedgehog fans got in on the weird political entertainment crossover thing. I don't like this. I just think it's so strange. And there are, these are mainly like left-wing type people, liberal or Democrat, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, in, different terms for different people. I'm not really political, but it's like, it seems to all be coming from the left. And you could do this kind of stuff from the right, but it's just so corny. Like, you could say the Ninja Turtles are a pro-life story because they were created by accident, but then they, were kept alive and now they live a fulfilling life. You could say that's a pro-life story. They were literally created by accident. Like, they're an accident, but they didn't get aborted in the sewer or anything. They lived. So, it's just so strange. I don't know. And of course, it is the Sonic agreed with me meme. This is my favorite cartoon character and he would agree with my politics. It's the very Redditor kind of attitude. It's a very strange attitude. These are guys in like their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And they're like, oh, I wish I was Darth Vader so I could punch that guy. It just seems a little strange. Like, I don't know. So, and of course I made a Ninja Turtles type version of this meme a while back. The Turtles agree with me meme. I copied the Sonic meme. To an extent. I copied it. What can I say? I'm very unoriginal. I'll just copy a meme and replace it with Ninja Turtle stuff. So I just find it a little strange and impotent, like I said, and hateful, and the weird threats and, punch a Nazi. Everyone I disagree with is a Nazi and I'll punch a Nazi. I don't know. It just seems so silly. Get over it. You disagree with people. And the weirdest thing about all these ICE protest stuff and all the ICE stuff, whether you like it or not, Donald Trump was elected by the popular vote. He, both chambers, House and Senate, he was elected. This is democracy. People voted to deport people. So, I don't know. This is what we voted for. Now they're against it and they're just going to throw a fit or something. But the Turtles agree with me. Turtles agree with me. Oh, multiple soy face on screen. We're soy jacking out. The Toidles would agree. But, so, it'd be easy to make an allegory for Krang. He's an alien. You could say Krang's an illegal alien and he wants to come to Earth and he's evil and he wants to kill people and he's an illegal alien and he wants to, terraform the Earth and change it. It's just so corny to make some sort of political pun like that, some sort of connection. And I just wish this stuff stayed out of it. I don't know. Isn't it just so corny? Is it just me? Who would ever do that? Oh, Krang doesn't believe in voter ID. Okay. Oh, Krang likes lower taxes. All right. Just seems so silly. And even the writer of the Chrome Alone 2 short, Andrew Joustra, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's the guy that wrote Chrome Alone 2, and he tweeted, sometimes nuance doesn't cut it and you just gotta say the thing. You gotta say the thing. Do the thing. He's saying the thing. Lay thing. And this, to me, it's like no shame, no tact, no skill, and he's proud of it. AI sucks. Oh, I told them. Oh, AI sucks, bro. Does it? And it just seems like such a childish way to express yourself. So, I didn't get it. Their agenda is more important to them than making a good cartoon. And you can see here, this is an official artist. I think this is Daniel Warren Johnson. I don't know his name. I'm not big into comic books. So he's drawing Batman choking and killing ice. This is what he's doodling. You're a comic artist. Just seems so silly. And of course, Gigi Dutoit, fake name, of course. Not sure if it's a he or a she. But of course, Gigi Dutoit, an artist for IDW Publishing, the same company that publishes the Ninja Turtles comics, posting this stuff too. If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have. And this is like a they-them kind of person. They're a comic artist. They're like a total dork. None of these people are like tough guys or like buff tough guys or anything. Neither am I. But like if you're a comic artist, you're probably a dweeb. I mean, honestly, you should be proud of that you're a dweeb. You shouldn't be like poking your chest out and like, I'm a tough guy. You're drawing Shadow fighting ice agents. It's a little silly. And of course, another artist and writer for IDW Publishing. They just put out another comic by Sophie Campbell, the transgender artist and writer for IDW. They tweeted this back in 2017. If I had a magic button I could push that would magically kill every GOP politician in Washington, I would push it and then take a nap. So weird, violent threats, violent fantasies, strange outlook, these threats and the violence, and well, let's just kill people and punch people if they disagree. You got nothing going on upstairs. I don't know. And they're all doing all this to just like preach to kids by inserting politics into comic books. What are you doing inserting politics into comic books? You're like, if kids are reading them, you're like spoiling their youth. Why are you trying to do that? Including it in a 5-minute short film for Ninja Turtles? That's Andrew Joustra in the middle. Kind of being mogged by that gregarious comic book fellow on the left. The couple on the outside they have like a comic book podcast. Kind of getting mogged by that big guy on the left. He's got that hook around his shoulder too. He's making him look like he's his son. He's holding a Fugitoid figure, of course. He's got the Harry Potter glasses on. Holding the old Fugitoid figure. So that's the writer. You know, couldn't go 5 minutes without inserting politics into a short film for kids. The whole point of the short was just to say AI sucks. People want an escape from this. And I saw someone mention in chat a little bit ago, we all use AI in some extent. Google uses an algorithm. If you're searching for things, they use an algorithm to help provide you answers, to help provide you links and results. That's AI. That's an algorithm. Maybe they should have just called AI super algorithm instead of artificial intelligence. Maybe people get spooked by the word intelligence. They get threatened or something. Just a computer program. It's a tool. It's another tool in your tool belt. But yeah, people use spell check. They use autocomplete. They're using filters. You know, even if you don't realize it, like when you talk on the phone, your voice is lowered or raised using computer programs, depending on how loud it is. It'll like manage your gain of your microphone, even like if you're talking in Discord. And it just seems so tacky to go out of your way to include the political message in such a petty, like a little attack. Guess what? AI is going to be it's here to stay, whether you like it or not. You might as well just learn to deal with it. This is like someone in the 90s being like, the internet sucks. Oh, compact discs suck. I miss listening to cassette tapes. No one's ever going to use this. What is this iPod? What is this? No one's ever going to want to use this iPhone. Ew. I don't know. I prefer to use my typewriter and ride in a wagon and live in a tent. I live in a cave. How far back are we going to go without technology? The writer's wearing glasses. He's fine with wearing glasses. Is that modern technology? What is it, 1800s? Is he steampunk? Is he some kind of steampunk cosplayer? He won't use modern technology. He's riding one of those bicycles with the big wheel up front. I don't know. You know, it's like there's I don't want to say good fans and bad fans, but good fans like just want to enjoy the hobby, but bad fans want to like change the hobby. They have an agenda. They have some sort of message they want to get across. And it trickles down. Of course, I showed you the official creators of the Andrew Joustra wrote the short film Chrome Alone 2, and he's also writing for the IDW comic book, Tales of the TMNT. So he's writing for the short film and the comic book. And I showed you Sophie Campbell, another TMNT artist and writer. So it's the official creators, and it trickles down into the fans as well. It trickles down into the TMNT Reddit, into the fan bases, into the forums, into the discussions of the fan base. They make it seem like you can only hold a certain point of view and be a Ninja Turtle fan. They'll say stuff like, how could you be a Ninja Turtles fan if you like AI? Like they have anything to do with each other. They'll make it seem like, oh, why? You support what ICE is doing? How could you do that if you're a fan of the Ninja Turtles? They're built on inclusivity. You know, it's just so silly to include this stuff. You end up purging like half your fan base. You end up turning a lot of people off. Even people that agree with you are turned off by it. You know, even if I agree with AI sucks, and in some respects, obviously it does. I don't want to be surveilled 24/7 by some computer program tracking my every move. Obviously, I don't want to be replaced by a computer program. But it's just one of those things. Even if I agree, I might not want to be preached to it. And Ninja Turtles, I want to watch about just fight a guy. You know, they could have made the whole thing just there's an evil robot making toys of them and they just kill the robot. That's all I need. I don't need an AI metaphor, some goofy allegory. And this stuff trickles down all the way from the official creators into the forums, like I said. And some of the politics, is race swapping, changing April O'Neil from white to black. She had been white for 35 years. She was white originally, and they changed her to black. And I saw on the TMNT Reddit someone posted, "Bring white April O'Neil back. After the TMNT Mutant Mayhem era is over, I want a new TMNT era. This time, I want April White again, like 87, 03, and 2012. So this person just says, I prefer white April O'Neil. I'd like if they changed April back to being white. You know, she just expresses his opinion, doesn't break any rules, doesn't say anything racist. But if you look in the upper right-hand corner, the thread was locked. They locked the thread. You're not allowed to post this opinion, you know? They're not allowed to post this opinion. If you don't think Travis Scott in the Odyssey is out of place, that's on you. So they're just stuffing their morals that reinforce and confirm their existing worldview. It's just oppressive. It's just a little silly. They have this mentally impoverished view of art where the purpose of every story is to serve as a moral fable for why everything they already believe is right. So it's just a strange thing how they use art like that and just insert politics into everything. It's just so annoying. Yeah, Travis Scott really doesn't belong in the Odyssey. He kind of stands out. I understand why people would say that, and I understand why people would want white April O'Neil back. I prefer white April O'Neil as well. And I think this guy expressed it in a nice way. He said, after this current era is over, I want a new era. And I prefer April to be white again. That's literally all he said. And he got thread locked. You're not allowed to have that opinion. You're not welcome here. But of course, they have no problem if you say you want April O'Neil to be black. They have no problem with that. They're not going to lock your thread. You're allowed to be anti-white, but you're not allowed to be anti-black. And of course, I'm not an anti-fan. I wish I could come on the stream and say how much I love this short, but in 5 minutes, it was just so obnoxious. I didn't change. They did. Ninja Turtles, even in the 2012 show, just like a few years ago, it was like fun stories, cool action adventure. The moral is to stick with your family, do the right thing, work hard. It wasn't some attack on some current political situation. And Leonardo says, vote for Kamala Harris. It's just so tacky. It's I don't know if hate watching brings in more views than regular watching. Do you get more press and attention if you put out something like controversy marketing, if you put out something offensive or subversive? I don't know how that works. Is that more successful? Is that why all these companies do it? The writers are too focused on angering people they hate instead of writing a good story. So I thought the short film, Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey, when it's all said and done, I did think it sucked. And I know a lot of talented people worked on this, and they're obviously very talented, and I wish their hard work and their skills and knowledge was being used in a different way. They're a valuable weapon, and they're just being wielded the wrong way. So I hope Mutant Mayhem 2 is better. I hope the Mutant Mayhem sequel is better, but again, I'm not holding my breath. So, the short film sucked. It won't be remembered. It's already forgotten. It came out a month ago, and it's forgotten. But at least you upset the chuds, right? At least you told those AI bros, you stink. Who cares if it's terrible? It upset the right people. So I just found that all a little bit silly. AI sucks. Just took me out of the moment. Talk about breaking the fourth wall. You might as well just look right at the camera. Just look right at the camera. I don't like AI. It's just so pedestrian. It's not creative. If you found a creative way to get that moral across, I wouldn't be so opposed to it. But just flat out saying it without the nuance and then boasting about it on Twitter. He's proud of this. He's proud he had no nuance. That's shameful, dude. I have more nuance in my tweets. I'm more poetic and artistic. I'm a real artist. I'm like real deal. I'm like Edgar Allan Poe. This guy's writing a blog, and I'm Edgar Allan Poe. I've got aura, I'm artistic here. But, so that's that. Bad news for the current version of the Turtles. The Mutant Mayhem universe, not so good. What do you guys think? How would you rate this short in the chat? Would you give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, Chrome Alone 2? What would you rate it? How would you rate it? Is it good, bad? What are your opinions? Let me read some of these chats here. I've been neglecting the chats. Sorry, I was trying to just ramble for a little bit. And we've got a couple good stories here coming up. Using AI isn't creative. That's the whole point. Hey, TMNT Tammys, how are you? It's like auto-tune. People used to say with auto-tune that it can make anybody have a pop song, and auto-tune doesn't sing for you. It doesn't write words for you. It doesn't write a melody for you. It doesn't produce the music for you. It just corrects the pitch of your voice. People used to say anybody can make a pop song with auto-tune, then make one. AI takes skill to use to prompt it the right way. And I know you're not doing stuff by hand. It is a different kind of skill. But that's the same when you're using Photoshop. All these photo techniques were pioneered using actual film and paper. And now are you cheating using a computer, using edit undo? So how much of a purist do you need to be? People that use graphic design on computers put a lot of people out of business in the 80s or 90s, I assume. Graphic design used to be done with like hand and photography and like developing film and stuff. It must have been horrible. The computer is great. It's so much better now with the computer. And I think a lot of the hype around AI is overblown. I don't know. What do you guys say? Mega Man, a 1 out of 5, epic fail. Thank you for joining us though, TMNT Tamus. You're always welcome, even though I know you disagree. Cash Cruz says, I think the worst IDW Turtles I read was the Battle of the Band story. Yeah, that was rough in the like 1-teens, like 117 or whatever, during the Sophie Campbell era. Tyron, I disagree. It helps you with ideas. You use AI to brainstorm. Nice. It helps get the juices flowing. I wish I could use AI from some of these videos. I wish I could use AI to edit videos. I hate editing videos. It is such a pain. It is so terrible to edit a video. I like writing a script. I'm thinking about just posting articles. I really only enjoy writing a script. I don't enjoy doing a voiceover and editing the voiceover and having to hear my own voice and having to find little pictures that support what I'm saying. I'm thinking about just posting text articles. But Mega Man says, it makes We Wish You a Turtle Christmas wholesome. Yeah. We Wish You a Turtle's Christmas is wholesome. So what else are you guys saying here? Stephen Murphy, 2 out of 5. Ninja Turtle Joe Pesci. Had to make it flow with the Chrome Alone 2. Use Sora. I've been thinking about trying to use Sora or something. I've been thinking about doing that. I'll get around to it. I'm too lazy to even use AI. That's my problem. I'm too lazy to even use AI. Can someone else use it for me? That's how lazy I am. Even AI can't pull me out, but... So that's my opinion of Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem short. You know, there are a lot of good aspects to it, but overall, it just, the AI message really kind of soured it for me. It would have been cooler if they just went in and beat up a robot. Hey Zoar, how's it going? An AI-generated Last Ronin. Yeah, I know there's the fan film Last Ronin that has like a few million views from a few years ago from Speedo Kagan, who's actually been on the channel before, the Last Ronin fan film, the Last Ronin fan animation. Really good, but yeah, I wish there was more. So that's my opinion, that's that. But I do have good news for you. It's not all just complaining tonight. Splintered Fate has been out for like a year or two now. Available, it was originally on Apple Arcade, now it's available everywhere. Switch, Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. And I finally 100%ed the game. I got the Metalhead DLC like a month ago. I hadn't played it for a few months. And I went back in. I already had the Casey Jones DLC. I bought the Metalhead DLC. It was on sale. I think this whole game is on sale right now till February 2nd for like 75% off on Steam. So I highly recommend this game, Splintered Fate. Very fun game. I've put a lot of hours into it, dozens of hours. It holds up. It's fun to play through multiple times. Highly recommend Splintered Fate. Cool game, good vibe, good tone, good action, a responsive game, cool visuals, cool story. Good music in the game as well, and I 100%ed the game. I beat 79 achievements. I did a perfect run. I got self-sabotage. I beat it on hard mode. I upgraded every single stat I could. You start off in the game just hacking people with your ninja weapons. You know, you're bonking someone on the head with a nunchuck. And now I've upgraded so much, I'm shooting lightning bolts. I'm throwing fireballs. I can teleport. I've got a drone that shoots missiles. I can light people on fire just by running past them really quick. That's my favorite strategy in Splintered Fate, is I get this power, like a fire dash. So when you dash past someone, they get lit on fire. I like just running past a bunch of Foot Clan guys, just lighting them all on fire and watching them just run around burning. I'm brutal. I'm sick when I play these games. What can I say? I'm watching the Foot Clan burn. I'm laughing at them. Ha ha ha. I'm evil. What can I say? I'm evil. But only 1% of the players have done all the achievements. Only 1% have 100%ed the game. I am one of the elite 1% of video games. I'm very elite at video games. Can you believe it? But, so that's pretty much the show for now. So that's how it goes. Sometimes you get a bad short film and you get a good game. And you get Peter Laird's birthday. The great Peter Laird, co-creator of the Ninja Turtles. We're giving him another round of applause. TMNT co-creator Peter Laird's birthday today. And I think Kevin Eastman's birthday is sometime in May, if I'm not mistaken. We'll celebrate that too. Life at best is bittersweet. You get a bad short and a good game. And now it's tea time. I've got my pizza. I got my tea. And we're hanging out. Get to relax a little bit. Chill out for a little bit. Are you guys doing okay? You have a good week? I don't mean to spoil anyone's fun. If you guys like Chrome Alone 2, you're welcome to like it, and I'm open to hearing why you liked it. I think it's cool that we disagree sometimes. There's all different sorts of fans, and we all have different perspectives. We're all looking for something different out of the franchise, too. Some people just want the action-adventure. Some people want the sci-fi. Some people will just want the romance. The Sophie Campbell fans want the romance. All they want is just hot make-out, lesbianism. They're just watching that. They love it. It's tea time. We're putting our teacups in the chat. Type in a T for teacups. Yeah, this Turtles Cola, I found a old case. It's from 1994. Very old can of Turtles Cola. But love cherry cola. What can I say? I get the cherry soda when I get a soda. If I want it sweet, I'm going a crazy sugary sweet drink. I'm going for it. Getting cherry, wild cherry. Not just regular cherry, I'm wild. Woo! Mega Man prefers Turtles Powerade. So, well, yeah, that's the show. Had to crack open the window. Let out some of this hot air. I'm rambling for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or blah, 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 blah. Gotta let out some of the hot air. And it's raining, of course. It's cold and here in New York City. It's winter time. Some of you are probably getting snowed in. Everyone's just cozy in the snow, relaxing. Cuddled up under a blanket, listening to me ramble. Listening to me just ramble about nothing. Now we're just chilling. It's tea time. It's chill. We crack open the window. Who knows what we'll see out there in the rain. Tyron, snowed in. BTW Knox says, favorite version of TMNT. It's tough to say. I really love the 2012 version of TMNT. I do also, of course, love the original Mirage version, and I love the 1990 movie. So, love a lot of different versions, and for different reasons as well. Like the 87 cartoon. But, and I like a lot of the modern comics too. I like a lot of the Tom Waltz run in the IDW comics. Mega Man's an athlete. Doesn't do soda at all. Yeah, it's a vice. I shouldn't be doing it. But I'm fit enough. I figure I'm fit enough. I'll drink a soda if I'm calorie maxing. I'm about to carbo load. I'm calorie maxing. I'm for my intense workouts. I'm burning off all these calories. So, well, hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you had a great week. Thank you for joining me and listening to me ramble about the Chrome Alone 2 short film. And of course, a lot of credit due to the people that made the short film. A lot of talented people. A lot of talented people made the short film, and it's obvious they're talented. I just wish they were directed a little bit differently. I wish they just had just a few minor tweaks, and it could be great. And it's just so frustrating to have that awesome visual style, but then such a low-grade AI sucks story. Just an excuse to include some topical, political, current event. Here's what I think about the current thing. If this short film came out a year or two earlier, it would have been about like Ukraine or something. It would have been about like Palestine. It would have been about COVID if it came out a few years ago. Wear a mask. We're the Turtles and we wear masks. Hey, mask up, guys. Imagine that if it came out during COVID. Mask up, guys. Hey bro, mask up! Well, that's about it. That's enough for tonight. Happy Turtle Tuesday. Check out the Raphael chip on his shoulder video. It's a YouTube short if you haven't seen it already. I'm going to try and put out another video later this week. We'll see what happens. But I'll be back next Tuesday, I can tell you that. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm going to type a quick pizza slice in the chat for you. Share a little pizza with the bros. Thank you for joining me. I have not picked up the Arrow 4K video set yet, though, of the original films. I haven't picked it up yet. I was waiting to see what people thought about it. But I think that's it. I think I've said it all. Hopefully I didn't rudely insult anybody. If you guys like the short film, if you'd like the AI sucks message, and, you know, the writers, if any of the people watching, you know, the people that made the short film, perhaps I've said it all. Perhaps I've said too much. I guess there's just one thing left to say. Cowabunga! Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and share this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Ninja Turtles videos like this.